Happy New Year to all those who celebrate. In this video I'm going to share the 101 about grounding and some common misunderstandings about grounding and some little special insights about grounding. So what is grounding? Grounding means basically connecting your root chakra and the soles of your feet and sometimes also your hands with the earth. And there are many grounding devices these days that kind of connect either to your computer and also like to the electricity system of the house and the grounding wire, and so connect you otherwise to the earth. And one very important thing about those grounding devices which connect you to the earth is never use them when you're unaware of those weather conditions, for example lightning. There are no fuses that protect you from stroke, like lightning strokes. So be careful with this one and enjoy your grounding. So what does grounding? Grounding basically takes all those electromagnetic signals which are stored in your body because of too much cell phone radiation and Wi-Fi networking around you, and emits all those kind of like not so nice frequencies in the earth and gives you negative charged ions which kind of help to repair your body. And also it buzzes up your energy, so basically it's amplifying your auric field. So grounding is also not so grounding as many people think it is. So what would be more grounding than what we know as grounding? For example, physical exercise would be more grounding than the commonly misused term grounding. So grounding is also energetically uplifting and cleaning and healing, and not always kind of bringing you back into your body so well. So depending on which soul origin you are and which energy body you have, and whether you choose to come in as a more grounded version or more etheric and spiritual version. Not that you couldn't change those, but still. So a little advice I want to give you is, if you want to kind of like study and you're already from natural state quite spiritual and you use a grounding wire during the night, it might kind of like amplify your auric field so much that you can have some difficulties to get back in the operational mindset and kind of like do ordinary intellectual tasks just as easy as you used to do. And so I would kind of like suggest to kind of like have an eye on that from that perspective and see if you feel overly tired and you need a lot of food to kind of like maintain your body. That means probably that you're so far out of your body during the day because, for example, you are hooked up to a grounding device during the entire night. I personally love those grounding devices, and here's my very personal one. But if I have, for example, some exams to write or just a very full day, I don't use them the night before, and I don't use them every day because otherwise I would be so far out there that I would need so much food and it would just be impossible to do intellectual tasks and operational mindset for me. I would have to use all my energy to kind of like center my spirit back in my body, in my astral body. So I recently made this discovery, so that this is quite a very strong factor in spiritual life and not so many people know those little details about. So I just wanted to share that with you and give you the idea that sometimes physical exercise can be more grounding, and just a little walk barefoot in the park can be far enough grounding. So you don't need to kind of like spend hours on some grounding device necessarily. It's very interesting when you want to go into very deep meditations and you have a week off or a weekend off. So probably it's something more for the weekend and not so much during the weekday, but it's different for everybody depending who you are and what you kind of choices you made when you came in. So I leave you with that. I wish you a very beautiful day, evening or afternoon. Till next time, namaste.